Hi, this is Mary Rubino, and the show is Naturally Speaking. This is episode 15. We decided to do a road trip today and come down to Millis here to Living Buddha Nature and find out a little bit more about the place, what it looks like inside. So come with us and have a nice little tour today. Thank you. And let's come in and see our friend Ed Williamson. Yeah. Hey Ed, how are you?
How are you?
You're our first road trip.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Great to have you here.
So we wanted to kind of come in and see the place and kind of find out what kind of things go on here, what kind of classes you have. But my first question is, why call it Living Buddha Nature?
Good question. Well, the reason I did is because I'm not a Buddhist. Even though people think when I call it Living Buddha Nature, people think he must be a Buddhist, and I'm not. And people have come in here wondering if it is a monastery or something. No, the philosophy of the Buddha is something that I adhere to, and for me, the words Living Buddha Nature is an aspiration. It's an aspiration to be compassionate, kind, and loving, and that's not easy to do in everyday life. So if that's the kind of aspiration we can look for and live into in our lives, then that's why I named it that.
That's a great name. I mean, now I'm glad you kind of gave us a reason why you call it that, because not everybody would know.
No, we've had those questions.
Yeah, probably a lot, huh? So if you could just show us around your different rooms and let us know who's who in the zoo. No, I didn't mean that. Okay. All right,
we can start by going into the studio if you like.
So this is the studio, is that what I would call this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where we all have all the group classes and workshops that we do.
So now maybe someone coming in here would think it was just for yoga, but it's not at all, is it?
No, I mean, yoga is one part of it. We have a bunch of yoga classes, but I teach the Tai Chi here myself. I teach Qigong sometimes. We have belly dancing in here, Nia dance with Marsha Coakley. All of the workshops that we do, when people come, the big groups always come in here, like Soundscapers come here. Joe Hayes, who's fantastic. People love him.
Is that Soundscapers?
Soundscapers, yeah. It's a sound healing. It does with didgeridoo and drums and singing bowls, and people just relax, and it's amazing. They come out of there and just feel so wonderful. And actually last week we were full house. There was no more room, and so it's great. It's been
so it's like almost like a vibrational thing that people are attuned to?
Yeah.
That's excellent. Wonderful. We'll have to check that out sometime. Come down and do it when you have someone going.
And somebody else is coming here soon called Mary Rubino, doing some hypnosis workshop here as well.
Oh, that'll be fun to do.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun, because it's, anything that will help people is really kind of the reason why we do the show, is because we really want to have people open their minds, open their hearts, and start to be able to learn how to live in kindness and compassion and love. It's a great way to live.
I find it interesting that people, when they try some of the workshops, they're a little bit hesitant at first, what's this all about? They try the workshops, and every single time after the workshops that we have, they're like, wow, that was fantastic. I never knew it was kind of like this. And so it's great to see people come to it, try it out, and then really love it. And then they say, well, we don't want to leave. We want to hang out, and people usually hang out for a while afterwards, Yeah,
it's a great offering. I've come here a couple of times. I came from Mitzi's Yoga Nidra, which was great.
Yeah, she has that here,
That was really relaxing for yoga. I didn't realize I didn't have to do any bending or anything
Very
like that.
different than regular yoga.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
And then I came and had the class with you for the Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, I had no idea what it is. And I think that's really one of the premises for doing the show, is because there's so much we don't understand.
Yeah.
Why close the door on something you don't know about?
Yeah.
And then the other class that I know you have here, and I'm starting to smile as I say it, is the laughter yoga. So maybe we'll run into Linda today and see what she has to say
she's here,
about
so
it.
that's a wonderful workshop that we have as well. We do that every month.
Now you I noticed this over here. You have you have the blankets and the blocks and the pillows and the ball, and also the yoga mat. So if somebody came here and they weren't really used to doing this stuff, you got what they need, right?
Yes.
That's excellent. That's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So they don't really have to bring anything
No,
if they
they
don't want
can't.
to.
If they want to try it out, and people have done things for the first time. They don't know what to bring. What do I wear? What do I have to have with me? And so we have the stuff here that they can use.
Yeah, I remember asking about that with the Tai Chi because I wasn't sure.
Right,
If
right.
you have to wear a certain clothing for
Yeah,
that.
people ask me that with meditation classes as well. You know, should I wear certain clothing? I'm like, just
So
come
should
as you
you?
are. No, just come as you are.
Oh, okay.
I mean, some people who do the Tai Chi class with me come in their street clothes. And it's fine.
So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
as you see, we walk on the floor with our shoes. We don't care about. You don't have to take your shoes off or anything. It's
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, well, that's good because I wasn't sure about that either. So I'm like, oh, I have to take my
No,
shoes
not
off.
a monastery.
Yeah. And the colors in here are really nice.
Thank
Now,
you.
I know that certain colors bring a certain mood to a room.
Yes.
And of course, that like sagey green is a very relaxing heart color.
Yeah, the hard time when I was trying to figure out what colors to use, I really, put a lot of thought into, blending different colors together and how they work, and
Yeah.
it seems to work. Yeah, people seem to like it.
There's actually a thing called color therapy where
Yes.
people will wear
Sure.
a certain color or have a certain color in their presence to help them feel a certain way.
Yeah, I
Which is
actually
nice.
did that one time with someone who came to me, and their son was going to give a talk, and he was a little nervous. I told him, I said, make sure you get a yellow notepad, make sure you're wearing something yellow, because that chakra is about, personal power and confidence, and sure enough, he did a great job.
Yeah, well, that's good advice.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very powerful. And it's nice to know that we have it in this little sleepy town of Millis. I like to
Yeah.
call it the little sleepy town because, originally it was a very, very small town,
Sure.
and now it's going to be the hub of holistic healing probably because you have this here
Yeah.
and people can come for any kind of,
We like the location because we're right here by 109. We got plenty of parking out back, so
yeah.
it's really easy access for people.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
good.
library is next door, and we have a relationship with them. On Monday evenings, we go over there and we do free classes for the public over there to give them a little taste of everything we're doing. So we have a nice relationship with them.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space, the library.
Very nice
We
over
were
there,
Over
yes.
there as well, doing some stuff, and
Yeah.
it's really a great thing to offer that. And being able to be connected with the community
Yes.
in a big way. Now, I understand that you're starting a nonprofit as well, too, right?
Yeah, we're going to have, it's called LBN Foundation, because we have a cancer survivor support group going on, and it's free to the public. And so we wanted to make that a nonprofit where people could donate to it, and so any expenses that we need for paying who's running it, Wanda Lipson runs it, she's one of our therapists. And so we want to build that up, and we want it to be separate. It's not about making money for that, it's about giving something back to the public and helping out with that. So we wanted that section to be nonprofit, so we can help people out with different things, not just cancer survivor support groups, but we do stuff for the food pantries and such. So
That's
that's
always
important
good
for
to be
us.
able to give back to the
Yes.
community. Doing complimentary classes is a great idea as well.
We do
Because
that.
maybe someone doesn't know, well, will I like this or not? And they're a little afraid to try it out at first, so.
Yeah, we have a singing bowl meditation and Reiki coming up with Heidi and Donna, and we said let's do a free one to see what happens. And so we said, well, we'll have about 12 people, and then that got full. We said, let's increase it to 15. That filled up. Let's do 18. That filled up. Okay, let's add a second session, and that's already filling up.
Wow.
And that's happening this Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That'd be
Yeah.
fun, yeah. Yeah,
You
so
have to give people people are hesitant to spend a bunch of money to find out what things are about. So if you offer it to them free, give them a little taste of it, and they go, oh, that's what this is about. And then they say, yeah, I like that, and they start coming back.
And I mean, people have a natural curiosity,
Yes.
but like you said, they may be a little bit fearful. I know with hypnosis, the same thing. People are very hesitant because they're not quite sure.
Right.
So kind of
Right.
demystifying things and letting people
Exactly.
understand
Exactly.
what things are for
Yeah.
and what they do. So let's see your other rooms now.
Sure,
Okay.
love to show you.
Okay. Hey, Laughter Lady.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, yes.
Nice to see the sun.
So, my friend, the Laughter Lady, Linda Hammaker, so you do the laughter yoga here. And,
Yes, every fourth Monday at 1 to 2 p.m., my husband and I are Let's Laugh Today. Laugh for no reason, but really for the health of it. For the health of it. And we have a great group, and it's feeling like a little kid again. That's really, you come out feeling like you're 5 years old.
And be
Can't
able to
explain it.
de-stress,
You have to
yeah.
experience it.
Oh yeah, it's a great
Yes.
time
It's
when we go.
breathing, clapping, and little childlike behavior, like look through your binoculars and laugh. And a low ha 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 breath work. So it's a little different than anything else here, but it just kind of adds to everything so that we can get that little bit of laughter in there and just feel good, and you come out looking like you had a facelift sometimes too.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah. Well, that's really great that you can teach here and let people know more about it. And you also do different places as well, right?
Yes,
So,
we
yeah.
try to be in as many towns as we're invited to. Right now, we're in Millis, Franklin, and Sharon, and we go to any group that you might have and run a laughter session. And everything, all the information's on www.letslaughtoday.com. Let's laugh today because 7 days without laughter makes 1 week, you know. And this is such a beautiful space. We're really honored to bring the joys and health benefits of laughter yoga here. And my husband Bill couldn't be here right now, but he'll be here on every fourth Saturday. So we hope to see you.
All right. Thanks so much for letting us know what you're doing here, and thanks for, it was nice to see you here today, so thanks, Linda.
Thanks for inviting me. It's always good to see you, Mary.
It's good to
And
see
Ed,
you too. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's come in here. And,
Yeah.
oh, can I just sit here?
You can sit,
here?
yeah.
This is nice.
Sit and relax.
Oh, this is really nice. I love rocking chairs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when someone comes in here, Ed, what do they come for? I mean, in this particular
So
room.
we have smaller groups that go on in here, and so one of the things we have a mediumship development class that Tara does, and it actually became very popular. So much so that we started out with the first one, and nothing really happened. By the time we added it again, it filled up beyond even where she wanted it to be, and it was so popular. We added the next one for the following month. It filled up right away. We
Right.
added another one that's starting to fill up. So what she does is help people be able to connect with, whatever you want to call it, the other side, people who have passed on. And Tara's just such a wonderful teacher, and her ability is just amazing. And so that's happens in here. Lisa Campbell does the meditation classes on Friday morning here, who's just a wonderful person. She does a lot of meditation classes in a lot of different places, and we're just really happy to have her here. So any small groups, like we have a love poetry workshop that's going on, but it's a small group right now, so they meet in here. We have the cancer survivor support group that meets in here. So any smaller groups, like Heidi does the mantra meditation class in here, because it's a group of maybe 8-9 people, and having them in a smaller area, the energy is much better in this smaller area.
Well,
than
yeah,
in a big area.
it's much more intimate too. So
Sure.
if you're learning about mediumship and connecting with people that have passed on, you would really want to have a nice intimate space to be able to share what's going on and
Yes.
being able to connect. So this is a great room for that. And then again, I'm going to mention the colors again, too, that you have these nice soft colors that kind of create almost a relaxed feeling when we walked in. And I love the name Compassion Room. It's perfect.
I named
for
all
what
the
you do.
rooms different, Harmony Room and Zen Room, Buddha Room, give them appropriate names for what happens in each room.
Well, yeah, plus people will get to know each room
Yes.
and what goes on in each one as they come in.
Each one has its own separate feel to it, It's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice in here. And I don't know, Ken, can you see the couches over here? Pretty nice. So, yeah, I would think that a lot of times, people starting out may want to just have a very more intimate experience,
Yes.
depending on what they're coming for.
Yeah.
So,
They feel more comfortable in a smaller group setting than in a larger room. This room has become a real nice little haven for small groups. Yeah.
well, I would imagine doing the meditation here would be really nice as well because it's very quiet and peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So show us what else you got.
All right, we're on to the next room.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going into the next room. This is the Buddha room, right?
Yes.
Okay, so give us a little
Sure,
tour.
come on in.
Okay.
So this is where Ed Schaefer is, and Ed Schaefer is an intuitive physical therapist, and interestingly enough, Ed is a Buddhist.
Oh, he is. Okay.
So he is in the Buddha room.
Okay.
So he meets clients here, and his secretary is in the other room, Pat. But you can see there are no machines in here,
Yeah.
right? So physical therapy, you think there got to be machines, but it's a very different approach. It's a very intuitive healing approach that Ed takes, and people love him. He's been doing this for 30 years. And we were lucky enough because he used to do it over at the Boston Sports Club in Franklin.
Oh, yeah, right,
They
right.
closed their doors, and we were lucky enough to have him come here and come be with us.
So he's got a new home, huh?
He's got a new home. We love it.
I've never heard of an intuitive physical therapist.
Yeah, I've done a couple of sessions with him myself, and it's a very different approach and really very, very healing. Yeah.
Huh. So now, obviously, he has people laying down, and does he
Yeah.
match that up with some sort of type of like meditation or visualizations
Well, he's
or anything
he's
like
very
that? or-
intuitive, so he tunes into himself. He's very able to tune into someone's body and feel where things are off. And even though people would say, it's this, it's my back, it's this, it might be somewhere else, that's going on. So he gets into not only just the physical, but people's emotions and their mind and where they are in their lives and stuff. So it's a holistic approach. It's not just let me fix this bone, let me fix that muscle. It's everything. It's a wholeness.
Well, I mean, we talked last week. We had Janet Mathis on the show, and she was talking about, how people hold tension in their body. So
Yes.
it's not unusual for there to be a very, holistic problem where it could be something emotional, creating a tension that settles in your body, and so being able to understand that is very powerful.
Yeah, where things manifest as pain or discomfort may not always be where the root cause is. So you got to find out where it's coming from.
Yeah, you see a lot of people walking around with symptoms of a problem, but the symptoms aren't the problem. The problem is, there's a core issue.
Yeah, this is one of the beefs I had with modern medicine is that everyone's trying to treat the symptom instead of, why did the symptom arise? Let's go underneath and see where this is coming from. Because you can mask the symptom, right? But that doesn't heal you.
Yeah, if they
right?
give you a pill, then you may not
Yeah.
feel that symptom, but that symptom is trying to tell you something.
Exactly. And I
you
teach
need
that
to
in my Tai
address.
Chi classes, that if you have a pain in your hip, right, don't try to push the pain away. You have to ask, why do I have the pain in my hip? Something's going on. I got to pay attention to this. Mind-body connection is always working, and we're just not paying attention.
That's really true. In hypnosis, the same thing, where
Sure.
you're asking, what part of you is having this issue?
Right.
There's got to be some kind of connect
Absolutely.
to what's going on inside you
Yes.
that's manifesting outside of you.
Yes.
So yeah, this is a great little room.
Yeah.
And too bad he isn't here today, but we'll have to.
He'll be here later on. He's a busy guy, so he'll be here later on too. But he's all smiles when he's here. It's great. It's great.
And it's another great offering here as well. So let's check out your lobby, and then I think you got another
Couple
room
rooms,
to
yeah.
go in. Yeah. So in the lobby, there's all these pictures, and I kind of want to draw our attention to them because they're not just stock photos. They're actually a photographer local, right?
Yeah,
That's doing these.
Yeah, Paula Hamilton was one of my Tai Chi students, takes all these photographs. And she's local, she's right here in Ashland. And you can see there's a lot of nature, and she's just amazing the way she captures the animals and the birds especially. Very, very cool.
Yeah, the
And so
beautiful pictures.
we have art on the wall because it's one of the things I wanted to do in here is to display art. And we've actually had high schools come in and display art from the kids that made the art in high school and
yeah.
do that, and had the parents groups over here.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's really nice because art is so important. And
Again,
I think
it's
doesn't get-
expression, right? It's all expression.
Yeah.
And so one of the things we try to do is change up the art once in a while and have people come in and meet the artist, and they can talk about what they're doing, and it just opens up the doors. Again, however it is you want to express yourself, whatever the avenue is, that's the best way to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You
And
can't tell someone you've got to do it this way.
No, that will never work.
No.
That will never work. And I think when we talk about all the things you do here, it really is to help people connect with themselves,
Yes,
right? I mean,
it's all about coming back to yourself.
Exactly. So, I mean, everything that people learn, and there's no one size fits all. So,
No.
everything that people learn helps
Giving a
them.
talk at Heart Song, Donna Moran's place over in Milford this weekend, and the name of it is, you're strong enough in yourself, because you are.
Yeah.
We are. We don't think we are, but we are.
Oh, exactly.
So yeah, if people, whatever it is that helps them to go inward to see their own strength, and that's what we want to do.
That's great. It's really such a good thing, and it's so needed. I mean, if anything, as we grow up, we're kind of told you have to do it this way and you have to do it that way, and you kind of lose little pieces of yourself all along the way.
Yes.
And then,
Too many
I
expectations placed on us about what we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
And we forget who we really are.
Yeah, and then when you get older and you're in that box going, I don't
You're
think
saying,
I like this box.
This didn't get me where I wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
wonder
yeah.
why you're unhappy, because maybe
Yeah.
you're living someone else's expectations
Exactly.
and not really connected
Exactly.
with yourself. So
Yeah.
we're going to go check out Janice
Here.
here. Okay. So we just found out that Janice Mathis here, who was interviewed last week, is in the Harmony Room. So we're going to come in and see Janet.
All right.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. So I'm guessing this is a massage table.
Yes.
But you're going to take the candles off later.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you don't lie on the candles.
So this is really a nice environment as well. Really peaceful. Really
Yeah.
peaceful. So now you do therapies here as well as in your office in Natick too. huh?
Exactly. Yeah, I do integrative body work, including massage, and flexibility and strength training is one of my specialties. As needed, you can schedule appointments here at Living Buddha Nature, and we'd love to have you.
Thanks. And nice, like I said, nice peaceful environment. Is there any reason for the scarves, or is this just?
Those are chakras.
Those are the
right?
chakras, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
So
Okay.
if you
Colors
stop
of
at
the
the bottom,
chakras.
yeah, just the chakra colors.
Okay.
Red, orange,
chakra.
yellow, green, blue, purple.
And for
and
people that don't know what chakras are, it's the energy
Energy
centers in
centers.
your body.
Yeah.
So
Right.
starting at the very base
Yeah,
is the red, and then
orange,
the orange, and then the
Yellow
yellow.
and green.
The green is actually a heart color.
heart chakra.
And a
Correct.
lot of people are surprised. They think it should be red, but it is green.
It's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue is the
And
throat.
The throat,
The purple is the third eye.
third
and
eye,
white
and then
top
And
the,
the crown.
then the crown chakra.
And the red on the white scarf is you have to maintain the tie with your root chakra and the top chakra together as a wholeness.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said with being grounded.
You have to stay grounded.
Exactly.
Must stay grounded.
Yeah.
Right.
So
this is
Janet
really
Janet
nice.
is here doing work, and we have Heidi does Reiki in here as well.
Okay.
And so yeah, this room is really just for those modalities for massage and integrative body work, Reiki, all those one-on-one sessions.
Yeah.
So yeah, so to take care of the body. So we've got the body, we've got the mind, we've got the whole shebang here. It's really nice. And we're talking a little bit about art. So when we go into the next room, I know we're going to be visiting with visiting the expressive arts room. I believe that's right. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Always a pleasure
Thanks.
seeing
nice
you.
to see you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so this is the Zen room here. Okay, come on in. You.
All right.
You're giving me the tour, and all I did was read the sign, Ed.
So this is where our therapists are with talk therapy. And so Mitzi Bramble is here and Wanda Lipson is here. And they're both therapists. And Wanda's the one who does the Cancer Survivor Support Group as well. She does the Growing a Mandala workshop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which is wonderful. It's, if you've heard of the mandalas that the monks do, sometimes they make them out of sand. It's a very, very, very slow process. And then when they're all done, and you have this beautiful artwork, and they just sweep it away because, you don't hold on to things, right? You let them go. And so she does a workshop where you do coloring on a piece of canvas, and it's a very meditative practice because you have to turn the canvas, add a piece of art, turn the canvas, add a piece of art. So it's very meditative. She's talking to you through the whole time. There's music playing, and by the end of it, you have this mandala made, and you look at it and you say, "Wow, I didn't know I just created this thing." And it's really, really cool. And Mitzi's in here, so Mitzi does talk therapy in here, and she also does the yoga nidra, and she does the soul collage. But this is where they meet, and this is people they come in here and it's just such a different feel when you're in this room.
Yeah.
The energy in here, and people just want to come in and sit. Actually,
Now you also do counseling here too, right?
I do
You
spiritual
some-
coaching in here, which is a very different approach. I help people sort of find their own path and help them, get onto the path that they choose, and kind of help them, guide them onto that. It's not my path; it's about their path.
Right, right.
So that's what I try to do, is help people. What direction is your life taking? Is it yours? And help them try to find that path for themselves.
Oh, that's important too. Like you said, you're just bringing people back to themselves, and
Yes.
that's really what all this does, is
Yes.
help people connect with themselves in a very whole and complete way.
We have a saying in Tai Chi that if you want to go out, you got to go in first, right? So by going in, you learn about yourself, and then you can express outwardly what it is you are, instead of trying to express all of the outside stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that get in our way just on a daily basis.
Yes.
Things that pull your attention away from yourself, away from what you're trying to accomplish. So it takes a lot to kind of learn how to, get strong and.
It takes practice to always come back to yourself and be centered. We lose the sense of ourselves during the day, and the meditation practice in the morning is why it's very important, even if it's 5-10 minutes in the morning, just to center yourself before you start the day. It's really important, because we lose the sense of ourselves as we're going about. Things happen to us, and then next thing you know, we're fighting with people, we're arguing with people, and we're like, what happened? Why did the day go so bad?
Right, right. And then there's always the shiny things, right? Something pulling you this way, something
Yeah,
pulling you that way.
yeah.
And being able to recognize that that's just stuff. It's not particularly always your stuff either. It's just, emails and phones and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So I know that Mitzi does expressive arts therapy. She
Yes.
does the soul collage.
Yes.
I had that experience here probably about a month ago, and it was very powerful.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah.
It's very intuitive stuff. It's funny because when you're done with the process and you look at it and you say, wow, this really expresses who I am. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's
Interesting
really
process,
neat.
yeah.
Well, this has been a pleasure being able to come here and do our first little road trip. And so I want to thank you, Ed,
Oh, you're
for
very welcome.
everything.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
thanks for
us.
coming by. Come back.